Trailblazers off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Russell Westbrook out there with Jackson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lillard outside Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Matthews against Ibaka. And he gets it to go.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And I think it's going to be a good one.
When you have the explosive talent, Clark, the Thunder have, you can compete with any team. That's a big part of why they were a top team out there once again.
You know, a lot of people wondered if they had slipped from the elite teams in the West, but again, Kevin, they proved they are still amongst the top teams in the league.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
They set the pick. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Lillard left side. With the runner. Uses the glass that time.
Lillard with the bucket.
And as you said, there were questions about the Thunder heading into this last year, but they showed they are still part of the elite group.
Now here's Westbrook. Buries it from 3-point range.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard the pass to Lopez. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, you know, the Thunder really do a lot of things well. There aren't many weaknesses when you look at this team. Playing in the West can be a real marathon, but the Thunder, you know, they're built to handle it over the course of a long season.
Robin Lopez.
Last season acquiring Robin Lopez essentially for 2 second-round picks. Just a huge pickup for them as he solidified their starting lineup.
That's good from Lopez.
And Robin Lopez taking to the quirky vibe in Portland, a big comic books fan. He's written a pilot for a TV show. He loves to draw. So he's got an artistic bent. And that's fit in great in a town that embraces the creative and the unusual.
Lopez hits them both. And Robin Lopez, a player who knows his role. Interior defense, Steve, rebounding, hustle points.
A perfect fit next to LaMarcus Aldridge. Selfless, team-first guy, does a lot of the boxing out and the screen setting. And had an excellent season for Portland.
Perkins with the bucket.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Matthews with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Perkins pulls it in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, a moment ago, Terry Stotts and I were able to chat. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the court.
And thank you for that, Doris. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Jackson a screen on Lillard. Left side Durant. Durant with another miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. He feeds it to Aldridge. Puts it up from 15. And he hits the jumper for 2.
He is so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Good.
Russell
Westbrook's got 5 now.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there. I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, getting such easy access to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. The pass to Aldridge. Good. Great ball to set it up. 6 points for Aldridge.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's Jackson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. From the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
How How in the world
For
did they
three.
let him get that wide open?
Matthews sets a screen for Lillard. Outside for Batum. 5 to shoot. A 3 for Matthews. Here's Lopez. No luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say. What about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but
Shooting
Russell
Oklahoma
Westbrook
City.
clearly plays with
Russell
the kind of
Westbrook.
ferocity that I've not
Taking
seen in
2
the point
shots.
guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression powering through contact probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that
something.
same category.
You got it. Now, here's Lillard. Lillard, right side. It's blocked. Here's Durant. That drops.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got his second bucket.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. He doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch and all those shots around the rim.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Ibaka outside. Good. Nice
Serge
assist from
Ibaka.
Westbrook. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, testing everything, trying to rack up those block shots, guys.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
So timeout call here. The first
Here we go, one more time. Give
Well,
it up for your
Westbrook, once he
Blazer
blows by that
dancers.
first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying, power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad man.
Lopez with the ball. Outside Aldridge. Perkins against Lopez. It's stolen by Ibaka. Durant attacking from 15 feet away. Again, the Thunder score.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now, here's Lillard. Lopez dishes to Batum. Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Aldridge, no one around him. From out of the wing, knocks it down. Aldridge has got 8 points.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Westbrook passes to Jackson. Matthews with the steal. Lillard outside. He kicks to Lopez. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Still Trailblazers
And
ball.
the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked
14
in.
seconds on the shot clock. 14. Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, Steven Adams.
Here's Lillard. That's good.
Damian Lillard.
And now it's only a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Outside for Jackson. Back to Westbrook. It's good. The assist this
Russell
time from
Westbrook.
Jackson. And that's now 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now here is Aldridge. 8 points for him. Jackson kicks to Westbrook. shoots from 14. Again, Oklahoma City.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson against Lopez. Jackson misses.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane. Portland climbed the ladder out in the West last year because they were very tough against the rest of the conference, especially in close games.
Here's Aldridge. Drops it in off the fadeaway. Aldridge has got 10 points.
He continues to fill it up. Just one miss in his 6 attempts.
Now Westbrook. He's got 11. Durant just inside the line. Again, the Thunder score.
31 wins for the Blazers against the rest of the West last year. Extremely impressive. And as you said, they were able to get a lot of close games to go in their favor.
Now here's Matthews. Aldridge with a screen on Jackson. Matthews passes to Aldridge. No good off the back of the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And if you look at this roster and what they did last year, it's not a surprise, Steve. They gutted out wins in close games.
Yeah, they have so many players who can step up and hit the big shot. But when you have a chance of hitting a game winner, you have to think Portland will pull it off.
Westbrook against Lillard. Over to the left wing. Aldridge drives in and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal
You know, as great
foul.
as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
At the line,
Aldridge
for
and saying he
Trailblazers.
should have been a starter
Marcus
in last year's
Aldridge.
All-Star game. Probably comparing
line
the
for
Blazers'
2.
record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point per game score, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Chris Kaman's checked in for Lopez. Wright comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Jackson.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
Now here's Lamb. He dishes it to Westbrook. Now here's Lamb, defended by Batum. 4 on the shot clock. Wide open look. That one rolling around and rims out. And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket. Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
Now here's Lamb after Chris Kaman's miss. From the stripe, Lamb, good.
Jeremy Lamb.
And the Thunder lead by 9.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Blake kicks to Kaman. Sinks the 15-footer.
Chris
You know,
Kaman.
it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around.
Steven
Well, the big fella
Adams.
showing us a little explosiveness for a
Assist
change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can clang those, so I'm glad to see him get that one down.
Blake dishes to Kaman. Three-pointer right. There's the bucket. Good. Wright's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Westbrook with a screen for Lamb. Blake with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Outside, Batum. Blake passes to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. The dish now to Blake. Kamen inside, out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
Thomas Robinson is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Lamb. Westbrook, a screen on Batum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Jones checked in for Adams. Trailblazers trail by 6. And here is Blake. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Fires from 14, and he gets it to go.
Thomas Robinson, 2 points.
So here's Westbrook. Puts one up from 19, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 13.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. They've got Darrell Wright. Batum is out there with Steve Blake. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Robinson in at the 4 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Collison good.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Here's Batum, following the score by Oklahoma City. Dishes it to Blake. Pocket 6. Portland moving the ball over. Again, the Trailblazers with the 2. Oklahoma City leading by 6.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. Here's Collison. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Matthews, he's checked in for Portland.
Nicky Collison.
Damian Lillard comes in for Steve Blake. And then for Oklahoma City, Durant comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Jackson in for Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder in the half court, more of a jump shooting team.
And sometimes that can be a backhanded compliment. When you look at their roster, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, even Reggie Jackson, you know, all pretty good from mid-range. So they spread you out, and then, of course, Durant's jump shot is pretty much unguardable.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Kaman. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
2
Chris
shots.
Kaman playing a career low in minutes last season in LA. Just the latest big man to be frustrated by small ball preference. But, you know, give Kaman credit. He didn't rock the boat, and he played well when he was on the floor.
The free throw drops for Kaman. And Kaman scoring and rebounding. Well, excellent numbers for a reserve big man.
Yeah, really one of his better seasons on a per-minute basis, Kevin. We'll see if that carries over to this season, but the way he does it leads me to believe that he can maintain that pace.
Both free throws good from Kaman.
Chris Kaman, always known as an ambidextrous scorer in the low block, has also now developed a deadly stroke from mid-range. That's a rare combo for a 7-footer.
Count the bucket.
Yes,
Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half.
Thomas Robinson to the Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian Lillard is the latest in a line of great Oakland point guards. That includes Gary Payton and Jason Kidd. Payton says he plays like the rest of us did, with that little swagger and that complete calm. He doesn't get rattled. That quality comes from Oakland, from getting challenged. High praise from one of the best ever guys.
And for the glove to say you play with confidence and swag, well, he knows all about that. Thanks, Doris. And for Kaman, so talented offensively, Steve, you wonder why he's only averaged about 12 points a game in his career.
Well, he's a little turnover prone.
Damian Lillard.
Doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, but you're right. He's so skilled. He can score with either hand around the hoop. He can also step out to 15, 17 feet and knock down a jump shot.
Here's Collison, following the score by Damian Lillard. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Wright. Fades. Durant.
Kevin
That's
Durant.
good. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominate. Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
That is
Chris
good.
Kaman.
6 points for Chris Kaman.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Durant, here we go. He sinks the 11-footer.
Durant.
Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down the paint.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
You look at how the Blazers played last year. There's just so much motion.
Here we go. One more time.
Just
Give it up for your
transition, but also
Blazer
in the half court.
dancers.
I think that's in large part why they got so much better.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Portland. Then for the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Collison. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Perry Jones. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here is Durant, following the basket by Thomas Robinson. And that running around in constant motion, Clark, the big reason why the Blazers scored in bunches.
Yeah, it can wear teams out. I mean, ball movement, player movement are 2 of the hardest things to deal with as a defense. The NBA tracks how much a player moves in the game. And if you look at the top of that list, I was really amazed with the Portland players last year.
And it's Aldridge missing.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Adams right side. To the paint. Matthews with the steal. Lillard attacking. Passes to Robinson. Stolen away. Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard outside. Robinson sets a screen for Lillard. Robinson against Durant. 6 to shoot. Durant with the steal. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Here's Robinson, and he gets it to go.
Robinson, 2 points.
Robinson's got 8.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yes, one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Now here's Durant. He's got 14, and that one's good.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through, and that's not something they should get away from.
Jackson against Lillard. Kicks it to right. Pass to Aldridge. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Aldridge with a screen on Jackson. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. And here's Matthews for the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Morrow. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The feed to Wright for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Wright's got 6 points.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
You can argue that Damian Lillard made it.
Lopez is checked in. Here's Jackson. Feeds to Morrow. Here's Durant. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Durant's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And Lillard last season, between his improvement beyond the arc and from the line, becoming even more, Steve, efficient as a scorer.
Yeah, well, he upped his rate with scoring and rebounding. He cut his turnovers down. He improved defensively. You know, Lillard is not one to rest on his laurels. He is motivated to continue improving year in and year out.
The Thunder lead by 6. It's Durant with the drive. He trains the quick shot. Durant's got 20 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Outside Matthews. Lopez sets a screen for Matthews. 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Morrow kicks to Durant. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Morrow, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard outside. Pass to Matthews. He feeds it to Aldridge. Shoots. It's good from inside.
Marcus Aldridge.
Aldridge has got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up. And Kevin Durant again.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Jackson against Lillard. Aldridge with a screen on Durant. And Wright kicks to Aldridge. And he uses the glass on the way. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting it great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Now here's Durant. He's got 22. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Left side Durant. Shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Matthews sets a screen for Lillard. Aldridge with a screen on Jackson. Lillard can't get it to go. Ibaka with some nice D.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Morrow kicks to Jackson. The pass to Morrow. Fires the 3. And it's Durant. That
Kevin
time on the
Durant
assist by
for
Morrow.
3.
Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. The dish to Matthews. There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. Lopez.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they
Reggie Jackson.
continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape. Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Kept alive. Aldridge's shot is good.
Marcus
He's having
Aldridge.
quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Jackson drives in. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Remains Thunder
Yeah,
ball.
so close to picking that pass off, guys.
14
At least he
seconds.
got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Substitution.
A different look now for Portland. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Wright. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. .59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook dishes to Jones. Oklahoma City moving it around. Goes back up. Lopez with the block. Blake with it. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Aldridge double team. They set the pick. Matthews passes to Blake. Back to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. And the Trailblazers
Wesley
getting another
Matthews.
bucket right there.
2.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 13.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
Shot from the top of the key. Good.
Russell
Westbrook's got 15 points. Outside Matthews. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder lead by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. Second. The Thunder leading by 9.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars, Kevin Durant and Russell
Assisted
Westbrook.
by
Those
Russell
2 give
Westbrook.
them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Jackson, and it's Perkins in at the 5 spot. Lillard with no one around. And a great decision by Aldridge as that one goes in. And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, forever unanswered.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Durant. The 3. And that one's good.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Lillard outside. He kicks to Aldridge. Shot is no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Dishes it to Jackson. Westbrook passes to Durant. That 3 off the mark.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the 2nd round last season, and he's now in his 3rd year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris. Here is Durant. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Jackson. Right side Jackson. Second chance shot. Perkins with the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Lillard dishes to Aldridge. Over in the corner, Batum. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Westbrook kicks to Jackson. The wide open look for Durant. And finished off by Perkins.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right. Then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the board.
Now a timeout called by Portland Trail Pack.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. He is just this mountain at the rim as a protector.
One more time. Give it up for your
It really makes
Blazer
it hard for
dancers.
opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They get it back. Count that one.
Robin.
Very nice
Lopez.
pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 15. Jackson passes to Westbrook. From 10 feet out, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. 11 feet away. That's it, and the Oklahoma City is down to just 8 points on the bucket from Aldridge.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder has brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So
There we go. One more
I'd like to
time.
keep
Give it
it
up
pretty
for your
simple with their X's
Blazer
and O's.
dancers.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He also said that he loved their matchups in the low post and told his guys, get the ball into the post whenever they can. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a collaborative style. Really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Now Aldridge, after Westbrook's missed three.
Boy, the DMs show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Perkins dishes to Ibaka. For three, Durant, and he gets the bucket.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Oklahoma City.
Tell you what, to be successful, this team needs his scoring, and they're really counting on him.
And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Aldridge with a screen on Jackson. Matthews passes to Aldridge.
Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. Let's shoot two. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He has 17 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
At the line
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. Robinson is subbed in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. Durant attacking, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
Serge
You know,
Ibaka.
the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Matthews with it. Westbrook picks him up. With the fadeaway. Another shot. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Shooting for
And Westbrook
Portland.
every season
Thomas
among the
Robinson.
league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also
One shot.
unfortunately in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected, but it's definitely an area he can continue to improve. Thomas Robinson is a good note, only the 5th top 5 pick in the lottery era to be traded in his rookie season. He went from the Kings to the Rockets before ending up in Portland for year 2. Still looking for stability, trying to find his
Chris
niche
Kaman.
at
the forward position.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Westbrook against Lillard. Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Ibaka with the screen on Matthews. Westbrook drives in. The 10-footer finds the
Russell
target.
Westbrook.
Westbrook's got 20 points. Well, it's been a whirlwind first couple seasons for Thomas Robinson in the NBA, hasn't it?
And it has been, Kevin, and that wasn't really the worst of it. His second season at Kansas, his mother and both of his grandparents passed away all within weeks of one another. I remember when that was happening. Actually, was doing a Kansas game.
Here we go, one more time. Give it up for your
Really
Blazer
overwhelming
dancers.
what that young man encountered. He's had to overcome a lot, so you can't help but root for him to find happiness, fulfillment, and success. And we'll see if that all plays out and comes together for him.
He became the man of the house in a hurry, raised his
sure
sister.
did.
Here's his young
That's
sister.
right. That's exactly right.
Here's Kaman following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Lillard attacking, banked in off the glass.
Damian Lillard with
Lillard's
the
got
bucket.
11 points. Here's Westbrook, 20 points for him. Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. And the call is going to be,
Portland ball.
yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Here's Lillard. He's got 11. Passes it to Matthews. Kicks it to Kaman. The turnaround. That's blocked. Now Westbrook. Pass to Lamb. In low to Ibaka. It's tipped. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Steve Blake's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here is Durant. He has 35. Second shot opportunity, and the lay-in good by Collison. Collison's got 7.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Came in a screen on Westbrook. Lillard outside. Off target with his 3. The Thunder leading by 10. And Lamb kicks to Collison. From past the arc. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Collison. He's got 5.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Batum with the 3. And the shot is good. Oklahoma City has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Westbrook passes to Adams. Left side Adams. It's Durant on the wing. Takes the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
For 3.
The Blazers really were elite offensively. Shot it well, passed it well, took care of it. The defense is where they've got to show continued improvement. Last season, Terry Stotts overhauled their defense. They were still in the bottom third of the league when it came to getting stops.
Lamb dishes to Adams. The feed now to Lamb. Blake kicks to Robinson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard the pass to King. Back to Lillard. Here is Durant. He has 38 in the game. And here is Lamb. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving them there.
Lillard with it. 11 points in the game. Feeds it to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lillard from downtown. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Now here's Westbrook. 20 points for him. And it's sent back by Kaman. Lillard dishes to Batum. All alone. And the Trailblazers getting it on the bucket right there.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
That one goes.
Russell Westbrook.
And that's now 22 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Westbrook against Lillard. Robinson kicks to Blake. Batum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from team.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of work.
Collison with the screen for Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Lamb passes to Collison. Takes the turnaround J. And again, it's Oklahoma City. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard against Westbrook. Stolen by Durant. Now Westbrook. He's got 22. With the shot. And Durant gets it to go with the assist from Lamb. Durant's got 40 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Blake dishes to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Robinson inside. Well-timed pass. Robinson to the bucket for the layup. Robinson's got 12.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder out in front. They're up by 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Westbrook's got 24.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I like this, Kevin. This is a lot better ball control from them as they really haven't had any turnover problems in a bit.
Jackson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Lillard. Back to Jackson. Jones for three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Good on the shot. LaMarcus Aldridge has got 24.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And Westbrook, here we go. Unloads from 9, and that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 10.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Now here is Aldridge. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline, and Portland
Damian Lillard
with the bucket.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
So here's Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. He feeds it to Jackson. Lets it go from 11. Perkins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
And great instincts, too. Just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job. They're beating everybody else to the ball.
Here's Batum, and he uses the glass on the left. Batum's got 18 points now here in the second half.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Jones with the screen on Lillard. It's Westbrook with the drive. Ibaka, the pass to Westbrook. Really left alone that time. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Aldridge dishes to Lillard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Lillard. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan. These players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you've put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Now here's Perkins. Off the screen. Westbrook, no good. Now here's Lillard. Outside Matthews. The jump hook. Yeah, it goes. And the Oklahoma City Leaders cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Aldridge.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Now here's Jones in low to Ibaka. Good.
Serge
And the
Ibaka.
Thunder lead by 8. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. The pass to Aldridge. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a season for Robin Lopez a year ago. Career highs in blocked shots and rebounds, especially on the offensive boards where he tied for 2nd in the NBA.
At the line
And
for
Robin Lopez
Trailblazers.
doesn't put up gaudy
LaMarcus
numbers
Aldridge.
defensive rebound, but he's very
2
good at
shots.
bouncing out.
Yeah, stats don't always tell the complete story. I think stats sometimes are a shadow of what's going on for real. The numbers are something we look at, but some of the little things that don't show up in the stat sheet help the numbers be what they are.
And the Thunder making a change here. Durant's checked in. So he gets them both.
The Blazers were one of the pleasant surprises of the season last year, and they got a lot of their wins at home. Very tough here in the Rose Garden.
Got that one
Russell
up
Westbrook.
quick. And that's now 30 points for Russell Westbrook.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. They need his points, and he's providing them.
Lillard outside. Here's Aldridge. And a foul on the
Thunder
shot.
foul.
He'll go to the stripe for
Serge
2.
Ibaka. That's his 3rd
31 wins,
personal foul.
Clark, for the Blazers here in Portland. Very tough in this arena.
And you know, you hear
Shooting
about
for
how some
Portland.
places are loud, like
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Louisville and Oklahoma can be.
2
Norfolk,
shots.
the home of the Golden State Warriors, but this Portland crowd is as loud as it gets. Got to give some credit to the Rowdy Rip City bunch, and they've been that way since back in my day when I was playing in the early 80s.
Gosh, I can't even remember that long. The first free throw is good.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done.
He has 29 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Yeah, 5 pretty big points, Clark.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Shot from free throw range. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 14 points here in the second half.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. Jackson in the corner, looking to end his cold spell. That one off the back iron and out.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
A fadeaway, and Portland again with the bucket. So here's Westbrook. Durant with a screen on Lillard. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Back to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's now 32 points for Russell Westbrook.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Lillard outside. Misses the three. The Thunder leading by 6. And stolen by Aldridge. Lillard against Westbrook. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Aldridge down low. Defended by Durant. Lillard misses. Oklahoma City shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Perkins, the pass to Jackson. Here's Durant. Again, the Thunder score.
Making 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And he gets it to go. Aldridge has got 12 now in this quarter.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Ibaka slams it in.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard. Stolen by Westbrook. Fires for three. That is good.
Russell Westbrook.
And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much below. They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Now here's Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. In low to Ibaka. That's good. A nice assist from Durant.
Assist goes to
9 points for Serge Ibaka.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively. Absolutely. They've all moved standing in. Finally got the assist.
Now a timeout called by Portland. We've seen Kevin Durant. Really a great game.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. Got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass and drive.
Here's Lillard. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Matthews, no one around him, and he's good on the three ball. Matthews has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, when the double team's in place, it really spreads the floor offensively.
Perkins with a screen on Lillard. Westbrook drives in. Durant drawing the double team. Jackson dishes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Thunder leading by 11. Durant kicks to Westbrook. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game for Ibaka, he has 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the pass.
Shooting
Head up,
Oklahoma City.
eyes up, trying to
Serge
find the
Ibaka.
open teammate.
Taking 2
A
shots.
free throw drops for Ibaka.
Boy, you look at how Ibaka has gone from role player to key player since his time in the league, and he's done it by increasing his range and efficiency from outside, and he's done it every season. You really have to admire his work ethic. Everybody raves about the character of this young man.
Ibaka definitely knows how to improve his game, and if you look at his shot charts year by year, there are distinct changes in where he's getting his shots from. Who knows what kind of range he'll have
Marcus
next
Aldridge.
year.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Durant. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Matthews has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And a final word on Ibaka. It comes in clumps to him, it seems. One year he started to make more baseline shots. Next year he started at the top of the key more. He's also looking at the 3-point shot more often.
Well, that's exactly how you go about expanding your range if you're a player like Ibaka, Kevin. I mean, you get really good in one shot and then progressively extend your range and move around on the court.
Here is Durant, following the basket by
foul.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He has 47 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the 3-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. He's perfect from the line this time. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Blake with it. Jackson on him. Puts up a 3. Here's Robinson. And good work on the boards to pick up the second chance points. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Puts up the baby hook, and Kaman finishes inside.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
The Thunder shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Lamb passes to Jackson. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Russell, thank you. Kevin, he does it brilliantly.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.